One week in, August the 7th, 2018. Wow, time is flying. Are you paying attention? Today is National Night Out Day. Yeah, get out in your neighborhood and meet your neighbors, turn your lights on, and support the police and your community neighborhood watch, your community together, you know, the cop on the beat. National Lighthouse Day, all those old lighthouses that keep us alive, all the new ones that are automated that keep us alive. National Raspberries and Cream Day, my buddy Mark Brulin and all his raspberries. And of course, today is National Purple Heart Day for all those that were wounded in combat since 1782. Yes, the Purple Heart. Think about it. A lot of wounds out there. A lot of wounds that are never seen. It's one of those things, guys. This comes from Jonathan Maskey. The worst they can say is no. Jonathan Maskey. The worst they can say is no. This one I'm taking directly from James 4:2 out of the Bible. You have not because you ask not. Now, what do these two quotes have in common? Well, everybody kind of looks at me kind of crazy. And sometimes even my wife, and especially my kids, because they can't understand why I do some of the things I do. Why would I ask somebody to change a proposed contract? Why would I say can I do A instead of B? Can I do C instead of A or B? Can I have that extra cookie? Kids do it all the time. You do not have it because you do not ask. The worst they can say is no. That's how it works. Negotiation. Same thing. I want blue, you want red, let's settle on purple. No, I hate purple. At least you asked, you got your viewpoint in. And the worst they can say is no. Is that so bad? Is that so bad? You know, you keep hearing kids, I want the cookie. No. You may ask grandma or mom 10,000 times and get no. Do the little ones ever give up? No. Why? Because the worst thing they can get is a no. But what if mom just happened to say yes one time, or dad said yes one time? Then what? What comes of this? You never know. My wife doesn't like to go with me when I negotiate for cars, because I put the no out first. This is what I want, this is where I'm going, this is how far I'll go. You say no, fine. I get up and go somewhere else. You take your paperwork, disappear, come back and say, well, we can do it for this. And nope, I'm out of here. This is my bottom line. You see, the worst you can say is no. And I actually went out and renegotiated a purchase agreement with the intent that if they said no, I'd have to start all over somewhere else. But they said yes, and even gave me better terms. And I didn't even have to have any help by investors. Now, I have one investor, very, very, very minority investor, that I'm teaching, mentoring, helping, getting him business savvy, getting him his leathery skin for business. But otherwise, the 30%er, 40%er, 10%er that wanted in, all procrastinated, all had all kinds of things, couldn't take a risk, didn't want to step out in faith. Fine with me. I don't have to share now. Well, yeah, my wife. But I don't have to share. You see, if I hadn't done that, now the worst they could have said is no. And I had to move on. But if I'd have never asked, we'd have never got there. You have not because you ask not. Same thing when I was in high school, same thing when I was in the military, same thing when I was growing up. Well, I haven't grown up yet, but when I was dating, I'd always get, you can't ask her out. She's outside your class. She's better than you. She's better. What's the worst she can say is no, and I move on. Yeah, I've dated a musician, national musician. I've dated 2 models. I've dated an actress. Married a model. National model. My current wife, I just said, here's a ring, we're getting married. We're getting married in 3 months. She said, yeah. What's the worst she could have said? No? Okay, fine, then I'm moving on. Been together 13 years because of that. Now, you have not because you ask not. Simple as that. Now, I'm not talking about going out and saying, can I get a free cigar? Dry begging don't work either. But, you know, can I get a 10% discount? Can I get another 5% off of this because it's damaged? I do it all the time. If I buy 2, can I get 1 free? Yeah. You have not because you ask not. Worst they can say is no. Hey, Olivia, it's Series G Maduro. Has an outstanding flavor palette to it. Excuse me, got a little hickey up today. Has a very bold, dark coffee flavor to it that I just love. Although it's a medium, right at the 50 line for the 0 to 100, mild to full scale. It has an African Cameroon wrapper, Cuban seed Habano binder, Nicaraguan Habano filler, long filler. And it's a dark brown Maduro. So that old wrapper out there, that African Cameroon, is aged till it turns very dark. Olivia Series G. I know we've talked about it before, but you got to bring up other cigars every so often. You got to get out there and tell the world about good cigars. Well, a week from tomorrow, dun, 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 dun. Stay tuned. It's coming. The I Spy Cigar Club will be open for business. Stand by. Bigger, better than ever. Hey, in the meantime, smoke what you like what you smoke, and just kick some ash.